What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Train to Busan. Train to Busan is a 2016 South Korean horror film that I didn't see until last night. I'm not sure why. I love the zombie apocalypse genre, and I had heard so much buzz about this movie. Like, back in 2016 when it came out, I obviously wasn't allowed to watch it back then, but I was hearing all these people talking about it, and there were tons of reviews on YouTube coming out for it, and I was like, oh my goodness, what's this movie? Now, it's on Netflix right now, so last night I watched it, and as soon as I finished it, I was like, I gotta do a video on this movie. But it's even more timely because the sequel to this film, Peninsula, is actually hitting Netflix this month. So there couldn't be like a better time for me to review this movie. I've decided from now on that I'm gonna be as vague as possible when it comes to the movies and games that I review on this channel, because I just want to give you the baseline concept so that everything else can be a surprise for you. So essentially, in a nutshell, this movie is about a father and daughter who must survive on a train when a zombie outbreak occurs. There we go. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, the zombie subgenre is very overdone. We've had countless zombie films. Some of them work very well, and some of them really, really don't. But the thing with Train to Busan was that I had heard so much good things about it, and I was thinking, wow, it must just be like a really well-directed zombie action film. And yeah, all that stuff is there, but something else I can say about Train to Busan, aside from it's a very fun movie with a lot of great zombie thrills and everything, another thing that I can say about it is that it's probably the best zombie film that I've ever seen in my life. This movie has such an emotional backbone to it that I honestly really was not expecting, because it seems like this subgenre just ignores the characters most of the time. It doesn't focus on making good characters. This movie absolutely did. I had no idea that this movie was going to make me cry, which it did. And not only that, it held me under suspense the entire time. You don't need an explanation for why this zombie outbreak is occurring. All you need to know is what the main characters know. You only know as much as the passengers on the train know. You only know as much as they do. They don't know what caused this outbreak, and neither do you. And that is completely okay. You don't need to. You don't need to know why this is happening in order to get the full effect of the thrills. It's like you watch the trailer for this movie and you're like, yeah, it's just gonna be, you know, a cliched, run-of-the-mill, gory zombie apocalypse movie, but it is nothing like that. Like, yes, the zombie fights and everything is in there, but as I said, the emotion in this movie is so strong. The relationship between this father and his daughter, they're very disconnected when it comes to their relationship. It's the daughter's birthday, and the thing she really wants to do is go see her mother, which is why they're on the train in the first place. Now, the father and the mother are currently going through a divorce, so there's some tension there. It's like there's a lot of characterization that is given to not only these main characters, but there's also some other people you meet on the train that also have a lot of characterization. There are sacrifices that people make in this movie that are absolutely shocking. And that's another thing I really loved about this film. It is not predictable in the least. There is a scene towards the end of this film, and it is the scene that made me cry, that when it happened, like when the inciting incident for the final devastating event happened, I audibly went, no! Because the film does such a good job of getting you to care about these people. So when they're in these extremely, like, seemingly hopeless situations, it is so tense, so white-knuckled, and, like, you're just, like, heated the entire time. Like, you just feel like you're in a blazing desert, like you're sweating, your palms are sweating, you're just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. The tension is so well built. Also, these characters are not idiots. Like, in the slightest. They come up with some very smart ways to get past these zombies, which also lended to you caring about them because they're actually smart. You know, it's not like in a lot of horror films where the people are so dumb that you want them to die. I wanted everyone in this movie to, well, not everyone. There is one person on this train who was so unimaginably awful. I hated this guy. I hated him. But it made for some very good social commentary. Similar to another South Korean film, Snowpiercer, which also takes place on a train, there was a lot of really poignant and effective social commentary in that film, and that is also present in this film. But it's not on the nose. There is a homeless man on this train, and there's also a lot of very wealthy people on this train. There's a lot of selfish people on the train, and there's some very selfless people on the train. And putting all these types of people into one environment under this extremely terrifying situation, and by doing that, bringing out who all these people really are on the inside, made for some brilliant storytelling. It was so well done. Also, this movie is incredibly shot. There is a bird's eye view of the train track at one point, and this train is going down the track, and our characters have to run to catch up to the train, and there's just this horde of zombies chasing after them, and it's just an aerial shot that slides forward like this, and it follows the zombie, like it's almost like perfectly attached to the zombies and the characters to move exactly at the speed that they're moving to catch up to the train. That's just one shot. There are tons of shots throughout this film that just made my mouth drop. It is so well made. The production design is all masterfully done. You really do feel like you're on a train in this film. You really do feel like a zombie apocalypse is occurring, even though the entire film is confined to only what these main characters know. At the bare bone level, this movie is a zombie movie on a train that has heart. You know, it's a zombie apocalypse movie, but it also really hits you in the gut towards the end, and if you can't do this better. Like, there's no way to do a zombie movie on a train better than Train to Busan did it. In my mind at least, there's no way you could do this better. And as I said before, this movie is emotionally devastating. It is quite the ride. And most people don't expect that when they go into a movie like this. And I know I keep on saying that, but it's so true. That's the biggest thing I want to get across. This movie is not what you think it is if you haven't seen it. Because you look at the cover, you look at the posters, you look at the marketing, it's just like, oh, it's a cheesy B-movie zombie movie. No, there's a reason that so many people talk about this film. It is one of, if not the best zombie film that I've personally ever seen, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. I adore this film, and believe it or not, I can't really believe I'm about to say this, but Train to Busan absolutely gets an A+. So guys, have you seen Train to Busan? If so, comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And are you excited for the sequel, Peninsula, that is going to be hitting Netflix this month? Definitely let me know that down below as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It really does mean a lot. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, keep writing, keep shooting, and keep editing.